Hey guys, welcome to the Don and Koko channel and the movie adventures. This is the podcast with me, Koko, and Cameron. Let's roll the credits. So, June. We've got so many movies out this month, and yeah, Cameron's lucky. He's seen Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I haven't seen it yet, unfortunately. Having a kid, a job, and life has just taken its toll. So, but next week we're definitely going to go watch Spider-Man, and I am buzzing. Everyone that's seen this movie has absolutely said it's the best film released this year. It could potentially be the best Spider-Man film of all time. That's debatable. I mean, it's a good list to go through. I know Cameron himself, he loves Tobey Maguire. I'm a fan of all three, really. I think they all have their own strengths and weaknesses. But yeah, what have you heard, Cameron, about the new Spider-Man film? Well, and what do you remember about Into the Verse as well? You know, I mean, so much happened. I mean,
I think it would be ideal to watch it again before we watch it next week. But honestly, it just feels so fresh in my mind. I think I've probably watched it twice in the last 12 months. So Into the Spider-Verse was awesome. I loved the story. I loved the kind of the connection with his father and how it ended. And I know obviously that's going to continue in this film. But what I'm really excited about with the new one is obviously the story of the multiverse. But just like looking at the ratings at the moment, they just look insane. Like, I think, what is it, 9.2?
You said 9.2. Was it like 92, 93% on Rotten Tomatoes, 95% or something ridiculous?
So that's all-time great.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, I like the fact that these animated movies are gaining traction. A lot of adults, people over 15, 18, they wouldn't really go see these movies usually. You know, they're targeted towards like a younger audience, whereas this feels like it has adult themes. This is what people, you know, on YouTube have said. 3C, these type of guys, they've said that it targets not only kids, but there are themes of, you know, that can hit a wider audience, and I think that's brilliant, right? I mean, the animation itself, I mean, let's not joke around. It's probably the best animation in the world at the moment. Well, not in the world, because anime films, of course, separate. But
it's just the storyline, and just like it takes you through a roller coaster emotionally as well. Like I remember in the first one, there was that, what scene was it? It was a really emotional scene, and I think it was obviously when he found out that his uncle was the villain.
Yeah.
And it's just, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of that in the new one.
Oh, 100%.
And I mean, you probably know more than me. I hope there's some special features, you know, some surprises.
Well, I mean, I've tried to stay away from spoilers. You know me, I usually go digging in for spoilers and stuff, but I think this movie, I really just want to be surprised and entertained beyond belief. It's 2 hours and 20 minutes long, and that in itself is crazy for an animated film. You know, kids, well, that's the thing, are children really going to enjoy it? Because they have, as you can see here, their concentration, it doesn't last for a long time, and but you know, I'm sure they will. If you love Spider-Man, I think when I was 8, I'm sure when, you know, like 2 years ago when you were 8, it was it was absolutely fun. So yeah, so I think it will work.
And I think what makes it even more special is just I've loved Spider-Man since I've been a young kid.
Yeah, you have,
Like since I've been 8.
Yeah,
so since honestly I've loved
Spider-Man pajamas. The works of this guy.
Spider-Man blanket.
Yeah, 100% boxes, all types.
Yeah, I love.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Yeah.
Kid, you know,
but I love the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I love the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. The most
so from
my favorite Spider-Man.
From the Spider-Man films that you've seen, how would you list it? How would you rank it? What would your order be? That's quite a tough question.
In terms of the actors, or literally per movie?
Per movie, who would you go? Like, what at the moment, what's your number one, and then which one do you think is the worst?
That is super tough. I mean, for me, I just get like a nostalgia. I know I've probably watched it 100 times, but Spider-Man 1 to 3 from Tobey Maguire's ones, for me, were just.
Would that
so
be your
special.
top 3 then, or?
I just see they're so good, but I just don't see how you can't put Far From Home in it. No Way Home. No Way Home. Sorry, it was the last one was No Way Home, wasn't it? No Way Home. So probably for me, because it was the most recent, because they brought back, you know, the childhood Spider-Man that we had. I think No Way Home, in no particular order, No Way Home, Spider-Man 1 and then Spider-Man 3 are my favourite Spider-Man. And I know that's quite controversial because obviously a lot of people critiqued Spider-Man 3. They said it was obviously quite flawed. It didn't meet expectations, and also a lot of people rate Spider-Man 2 as one of the best ones. And for me, I like Spider-Man 2, but it just, I don't know. And obviously our friend Lucky, he Lucky loves Spider-Man 3 as well. So I don't know, for me, I just really love Spider-Man 1 and 3.
But then I think when it came out, probably it hit your target audience, your age.
Maybe, yeah.
So, how old are you? Like, you were 11, right? And I feel like Spider-Man 3 kind of, it sat well for that age. I mean, there were dark themes, like Venom. It's quite scary for like a 10 or 11-year-old.
Yeah.
But,
it was a lot happening.
Yeah, and I feel like also the movie itself, it targeted like toys. So that's why there were so many characters.
Yeah.
So, you could have a Sandman toy or Venom toy. And different costumes and stuff. And of course, when you're that age, you will love it. So I understand why that would be your top film. For me, I think Spider-Man 2 is still number 1, but then Spider-Man into the Spider-Man into the
God, I didn't even count that.
Yeah, I mean, you have to, right?
It has to be top 5. As a movie, that is one of the best, but I can't put it in my top 3 just because I love those 3 more.
Yeah.
But that's definitely, it has to be top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you agree, yeah? Guys, sorry, I'm babysitting my own baby, but my partner's she's gone to work, so this was the only chance that me and Cameron could do the podcast, so.
So look at the rating, 9.1 out of 10 on IMDb, 95% on Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, obviously it's only been out a few days, but it's off to a great start. This movie is going to have a sequel, so you're going to have Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. Right.
And apparently this one is going to end on it's going to end on a cliffhanger. So yeah, I'm really intrigued to see what they do. It's actually good that Marvel have actually targeted this space, because I feel like they haven't actually produced any good animated movies ever, really. This is probably their greatest one.
Oh, yeah.
DC have dominated that, right? Like Batman, the animated series, sorry, and the Flash Paradox. I mean, there's loads of great animated movies for DC, whereas finally Marvel have something that they could put up there on that on that mountain. And yeah, definitely. I mean, but yeah, let's talk about Guardians of the Galaxy 3. What did you think?
I mean, so I watched that. I watched that the other day, guys. Honestly, the ratings are great. I think what is this, about 8.2 on IMDb.
Yeah,
quite high on Rotten Tomatoes, but it was a really good movie. I think it was a solid movie. For me, I thought it would have been a bit better based on the ratings.
Yeah.
I kind of rate it similar to like a Doctor Strange, but I think with Doctor Strange,
really?
I think it's better than Doctor Strange.
Guys, Doctor Strange.
No. I think it's definitely better than Doctor Strange actually, because Doctor Strange was a bit all over the place, a bit messy. And what I really liked about Guardians of the Galaxy, it just had a really good storyline, no confusion.
Yeah.
You know what's going on.
Yeah.
A lot of comedy in it.
Did you find it quite emotional, or?
It was emotional at times, yeah. There was a lot of emotional scenes.
I mean, I know what happens, right? Even though I haven't seen it, because I couldn't refrain from not knowing, if anyone died. And I know Rocket Raccoon, he obviously has a really tough time. And I know, and someone did point out when he said, like the Build-A-Bear scene. I'll try and put it up later.
Yeah.
Because he said it in I think it's the second Avengers movie. He said was it no sorry, I lie. It's was it the last one? Yeah, where he said Build-A-Bear to, was it Iron Man? Because Iron Man points at him and he's like, oh, what's this toy basically? And he's like, well, Build-A-Bear. And he's like, yeah, I'm basically Build-A-Bear. And you can see from Guardians of the Galaxy 3 that he was basically tormented and stuff like this. But yeah, I mean, that's interesting that you rate it at that. A lot of people...
I'll take it about, I think, because
I mean, it's fine, bro. If you don't like it, you don't like it.
No, it's not that I didn't like it. It's just maybe I expected it a bit to be a bit better. But I think I'll give it about 7.8.
That's decent though, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's about between 7.5 and 8. I'll give it.
So do you think that's Marvel's best trilogy?
Ooh. No, because I'm not the biggest fan of Guardians of the Galaxy. I like their movies, but I think the best trilogy for me has to be Captain America for me.
That's
Come
fair.
on, like
That's fair.
Come
Captain America.
it's solid.
First one's solid. Second one's amazing. Civil War.
That's giving me nostalgia. I only watched
Not
it 2
Civil
years
War.
ago.
Sorry. What was the second one? Winter Soldier. Third one, Civil War.
Just
Winter Soldier is
so good.
still one of the best Marvel films ever made in
That's
my
so
opinion.
underrated rating.
Yeah,
Why
it
is
is.
that?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it was an espionage film, very James Bond-esque, right?
Just
So
action as well.
pure action, and Winter Soldier, he was incredible.
And
Like
that's quite violent.
very dark.
And for a Marvel film.
Very good action as well. So yeah, you're right. Civil War, I feel like was a bit underwhelming because if you read the comic books, you know like how many characters should be in that movie, and
the fight scene wasn't.
I feel like that fight scene, at the end could have been better. But of course, we're missing X-Men, Fantastic Four, and Deadpool 3. I am really looking forward to Deadpool
When's
3.
that out?
I think, is it next year or?
Wow.
I'm actually not sure. I think next year.
Couple years in the making, that.
Yeah, well, because of the writer's strike and stuff, but I think that hasn't changed when they'll release Deadpool 3. So, no, that movie is. And did you hear they're going to bring back Storm and stuff?
No.
Yeah, the original X-Men. So
Really?
Storm. Yeah. And Cyclops. The actor from Cyclops and stuff.
Wolverine's going to be back, isn't he?
Yeah. So
what's his name again? Hugh
Jackman. Hugh Jackman, and I think they're going to go through time because they're going to have
multiverse.
basically the multiverse and stuff. Yeah.
So how long is do you think the multiverse is only getting started? Like, is there a lot more?
I think Kang, or the issue with that, has caused a problem, and I don't know what they're going to do.
I mean, that's a bit of a sensitive topic to even.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about it. I mean, we don't know. Let's remove the actor for the moment, the person and the actor and what he's done. But I think even Marvel don't know what to do because obviously the person that portrayed Kang, he did it really well.
Yeah.
And all the allegations and everything that's going on in court. I mean, you don't know really what's going on. And I don't know the full end of the story, and I don't really want to indulge in it. So, but I think if you look at the actor, what he's done as Kang, it's going to be very hard if they do recast him. Or it's not like they can just rip up the scripts now and change their storyline, right? Because people are going to be excited about Kang and excited about what Secret Wars and stuff, and how Spiderman is actually, again, Spiderman, he's going to be really, really important in Secret Wars, especially Venom.
Secret Wars is coming out 2025, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't know. The thing is, I don't know if they're going to meet these deadlines because of the writer's strike. Because even Spider-Man 4, Tom Holland, that movie hasn't had a script written yet, and it's going to be delayed. So, and I'm really looking forward to the next venture of Tom Holland and Spider-Man, because the next 3 episodes, 4, 5, and 6, I don't know if they're going to continue, but I think it's going to be really amazing because he'll be a street hero, and Spider-Man has always been your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, right? And that's why you probably love the first 3 movies, because he was in New York, right? He's in New York. The violence, and he's in New York, and New York is meant to be where he is. Hell's Kitchen, all of this, Daredevil. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see him fly on a plane, like literally go school trips, go to Europe, and we are in Europe. But I don't want him to go to Europe and go to other places and stuff. I just want to see him in New York, facing down Kingpin with Daredevil. All like bumping into someone else and doing these sort of stories. Mary Jane. There's so many things that you can focus on in Spider-Man. You do not need to ship him off to Europe. Honestly, just stick to New York.
That was a good movie, to be fair, though.
It was okay, but it was still, I think he could have done that in New York, though. He could have met Mysterio in New York and stuff, and I think that would have been perfectly fine.
Where was the other one set then? Was it not in New York? Or where were they?
They were, but remember, he went off with the Avengers and stuff, and then he came back to New York and stuff. But everything's like has to be like multiverse or otherworldly. I kind of just want to see like a pure Spider-Man story. Yeah. Like, I feel like that's where the character really, really, where we can understand him. Because he's one of us, right? Like, that's what he honestly, he's just a normal guy. Like, yeah, fine. When I say normal guy, he's like Spider-Man, but he's just this guy trying to make ends meet, has like a dead-end job,
I'll tell you
trying to support his aunt. R.I.P. Mary.
Even his suit.
R.I.P. Aunt Jane.
Even his suit, though. Like
Aunt Jane? Why did they say Aunt Jane?
I don't know, but at the end of
his suit looks sick. His suit looks sick.
Really good, and he's probably going to look a bit. He's obviously matured. He knows what his priority now is in life, and there's going to be some violence. You guys better expect some violence because Daredevil will be done by before that comes out.
Yeah.
By the time that comes out, Daredevil, we would have watched Daredevil, and who knows what.
Actually, what's gonna happen to what's his face? Hawkeye. Is it Hawkeye? Yeah. Because the actor had an accident and stuff. Remember? He almost lost his leg and stuff. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. I don't know what's gonna happen to him. You know.
I'm not sure. Hawkeye was brilliant. I mean, is Daredevil coming out? Is Daredevil coming out next year? Or is it end of this year? I think it's end of this year.
Yeah. And then what about Blade?
The thing is, we can go on forever. Blade.
There's so many movies. All right, let's.
Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
Did you see the cost? Did you see the costume change for the next Captain America? It's Captain America 4, whatever. Let me bring it up. Well, what do you think? What do you make of him as Captain America?
I think he's good. I think he's built for it. I think the character development in Captain America and
But
Winter Soldier.
are you upset that he hasn't got like he's not like enhanced?
To what extent? Does he need to be enhanced?
Like Steve Rogers.
He might get that. Right?
I don't know. I doubt it. I highly doubt. Let's pause it. Yeah, so Captain America 4 looks good, but we're going to end the podcast now because I have to go do fatherly duties. And I think because we're going to see Spiderman next week, June 11th, after that, we'll probably just do like a short or something maybe with a quick reaction. And then we'll do a podcast a week after or something and catch up again because I really want to talk about Flash. And that's coming out June 16th, and I'm really excited for that movie. Because what's James Gunn going to do now? I know they're casting Superman and stuff at the moment, so we'll talk about that, the DC universe, later. Anyway, guys, have a great weekend. Whenever I post this was the weekend. It could be Monday, it could be Sunday, who knows. But when it comes out, it comes out. But yeah, have a good time. Look after yourselves. Stay safe. See you later. Oh yeah, follow my mate's channel. I'll put all the details at the bottom. And follow all my channels as well. So, speak to you later. Peace out.